Hey, everyone, and welcome to another brand new episode of Strong Style here on the Outlaw Nation channel. I am one half of the co-hosts of this show. I am the Outlaw John Rocha, joined as always by my brother there, Aaron Turner. How are you, Aaron?
Doing great, man. We got the Christmas tree up.
Already? Wow.
Britney Spears is free. It's a good day. It's good. Full gear tonight. I mean, that too, but like, Britney Spears being free is pretty good.
Give us free, and they did give her free. That's pretty awesome. I know Variety was putting out like 35 tweets yesterday, highlighting every single second of that press conference of her being free. So shout out to Britney. Go do your thing. Go be successful. Go make your money, and don't have to answer to your dad anymore. Go be your own woman, man. Go, much love to her. Hopefully it all works out. And, Britney's the kind of person that could end up at a WWE event. Don't you think, Aaron, doing the Star Spangled Banner or the national anthem or whatever? Don't you think that's possible?
I think she's going to be hotter than ever, man, to be honest with you. I think for a while she's going to be on fire again, so it wouldn't surprise me.
If Lindsay Lohan can get a Hallmark Christmas movie, I'm sure Britney Spears can get whatever she wants nowadays. So that's coming very, very soon as well. I saw images for that as well. It's maddening. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the world of professional wrestling. We're going to get into so many things here. As you saw on the thumbnail on the title of the show, we're definitely going to dive into this heat between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. And we're going to speculate if we think it's real or made up or maybe just kind of half and half to kind of promote them fighting yet again in the world of professional wrestling at a Survivor Series. Then we're going to jump into our preview and predictions of AEW Full Gear, maybe talk a little bit of SmackDown, and then we've got an awesome watch along with the Young Bucks taking on Kenny Omega and Adam Page. And, Full Gear is going to highlight Kenny Omega and Adam Page as well. But we're going to get into so many things here today on the show. Please remember, the Super Chats and Streamlabs are open. Send in. I already see a Super Chat already, but I send in your Streamlabs as well. The address is going to be pinned in the chat in just a second, but it is in the description of this video and right on the screen as well. Help us have a good Saturday and buckle down and settle in because we got a lot to get into for sure, Aaron. How are you feeling about this week in the world of professional wrestling, man? A lot of drama.
It's exciting, man. It's an exciting week because Full Gear, I think, is really – like AEW has put on some really good pay-per-views in the past that have had a lot of hype, but I feel like this feels different, man. This feels like really, really big time. Yeah. Especially the upper card feels really good. So it's exciting.
It's a great point. It feels like, this is the moment where everything's been kind of lining up for them to really attract some new people. Maybe some WWE people are like looking at AEW going, you know what? I'll give this pay-per-view a shot and see if they impress me. I think I agree with you. I get this vibe, the same feeling. This is a very big one for them, for sure.
No doubt about it. You may want to also put that match link in the chat now so people can queue it up. So
absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to be watching Hangman and Kenny Omega as tag team champions versus the Young Bucks from Revolution 2020, or is it 2021? 2020. One of the best tag matches in recent memory. So, and that's kind of like the genesis of where this whole thing started, more or less, between Hangman and Kenny. So we're kind of getting that too. So that's why I chose that one.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. And real quick, Chris Taylor sent in a super chat already just to give you guys a little motivation. He said, hey, I have to say, this Hangman storyline has been one of the best in pro wrestling in a long time. Certainly, Aaron, seeing him, doing his thing, not being able to win the belt, then tag team with Kenny Omega, then their breakup, then his crisis of confidence, then the Dark Order, and now back on top. After taking a little bit of a break here, personal break there, now back to going toe-to-toe here with Kenny Omega for his belt. Incredible.
Yeah, the thing about it is a lot of people have said, well, it's taking too long, man. Like, what's the deal? Like, that's storytelling. That's how it works. I think, Hangman Page was the guy that was in the inaugural AEW World Title match against Chris Jericho. He came up short. I think we all thought he would eventually get there again because he's really, to me, the young, like him and MJF and Darby are like the young pillars of this company that will be there going forward after, the CEOs or whatever are done. You're still going to have those guys. This is exactly what this character needed. I thought for a moment we were going to have Bryan Danielson really taking that thunder, and I talked about that a lot. Like, where does Hangman fall when this all shakes out? And if Hangman can pull it off tonight and reach the pinnacle, then it's all been good. And if he doesn't win, I'm going to be very upset.
There you go. All right. Thank you very much, Chris Taylor, for that super chat. As I said, everyone keeps sending in Streamlabs super chats. We've got 40 all watching us right now to start off the bat. Thank you so much. Please make sure you hit a like on this video as well. And if you're watching it later, hit a like and leave a comment. All right. Enough with all the small talk. Let's get into this thing, Aaron. Where shall we start?
All right, so we're going to start with this continuing drama between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch was on the Sports Illustrated media podcast this week with Kevin Clark, and she was asked about that rumor that we heard a couple weeks ago that the confrontation between Charlotte and Becky backstage was real and that, that it got heated. And Becky essentially confirmed that. When asked about the incident, she said, quote, "I don't know, man. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk. So all I'll say is that the locker room needs a hero sometimes, and sometimes somebody's got to be a hero. I'm all right to be that hero. That's what I'll say on the matter." So there's that. And then I'm sorry, I forgot his name already. Kevin Clark went on to ask, is it hard working with an opponent that you have real heat with? Does it make it more difficult? And Becky Lynch said, and I quote, "Oh, 100% more difficult." Yeah. That's the thing. When you've got two people that are wanting to work together to make magic, then you make magic. Sometimes when there's hostility and when you can't trust the person, you never know what's going to happen. You always have to be on guard. It's like a game of chess. You have to be thinking 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps ahead. What are they going to do? How am I going to handle it? If they do this, if they do that, whatever. And then we went a little bit further. This is a really interesting exchange. So Sports Illustrated asks, "Do you trust Charlotte Flair?" Becky Lynch says, "No." Are things difficult with Charlotte Flair?" Becky Lynch said, "Yes." Sports Illustrated said, "Were you guys friends and no longer friends?" And Becky said, "We used to be best friends." So there's that. And while I think Becky comes off as 100% authentic in the way that she does things, we have to admit that there is an elephant in the room, that they are facing each other next week at Survivor Series.
Right.
That's a thing. So how much of this is real? How much of this is work? What do you think?
It's a very interesting, ever-evolving situation for sure, because if there's any way to get people not to roll their eyes and breathe, sigh heavily that we're getting Becky versus Charlotte again, is to throw in a new wrinkle, right? And I don't know. I mean, you've speculated whether you think Charlotte is trying to do all she can to get fired from the company. Andrade, her man, is no longer there. Her dad is no longer there. And she's, as much as she may say she's the queen, as much as she may go at the fans, it's Becky who sits on top of that dog pile on the ladies' side of things. It is. No matter what, even when she's there or when she's not there, she has achieved a certain kind of a level and a certain kind of status that she is considered the top dog in the the top person. I don't want to say dog, because there could be some female illusions there. The top person there on the female side of things when it comes to wrestling. So that could work on a person. So is there real heat? I think there is legitimately real jealousy from Charlotte to Becky. I think there's hurt feelings. I think there's frustration on Becky's side or on Charlotte's side of things. No one saw the ascension of Becky Lynch coming, not even possibly Becky Lynch. Now, does that mean she wasn't prepared? No, I think she was prepared when they finally gave her the shot, because she took advantage of it perfectly and brilliantly and rarely had a misstep in her ascension to becoming the man. And yes, and we just celebrated, I think, 3-year anniversary of her officially becoming the man after she got punched by Nia Jax. So, who's no longer with the company. But like you see this whole thing. So you're like, Charlotte was essentially being primed to be the top woman going forward forever. No matter who had the belt, she was going to be the top woman. Becky Lynch comes out of nowhere, who's her best friend. And listen, real personal dynamics get involved in here, Aaron. We all have friends. And then when that one friend kind of breaks out from the place that we've always put them in and becomes a star or becomes more popular or changes his life or her life and becomes this thing, naturally other people who had been that thing and are no longer at that level get jealous, get envious, get frustrated, be like, I remember you when you were popping pimples, or when you didn't even know which side of the bed to piss on. Like you get that kind of vibe. And so, yes, for Becky and for Charlotte, it feels like Charlotte was very good with the arrangement in the past. she was the queen and Becky was the almost there person, and they could be best friends at that level because the dynamic was she was the queen and she was the kind of second or runner up, and so that was good for her. Now that she's no longer essentially the queen, and no matter what she calls herself that, I think it's been grating on her, and I think this is what leads to the frustration. And I think Charlotte knows that she wants to be the alpha dog. She wants to be the top person in whatever federation she's in, and I think that's what leads into all this. Now, is some of this being worked? Yes, because there's no way I think Vince lets Becky just full on admit there's real issues going on here unless it's part of the storyline or unless it's something that's been approved that she can talk about and they can use it in the build up to Survivor Series. So in that way, I do think there is a little bit of manipulation, a little bit of it being used for the storylines. But Aaron, it's not the first time this has happened. Matt Hardy and Matt Hardy and Edge.
Yeah, man, I agree with you 100%. I think it's work shoot, brother. I think
work shoot.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think that Becky Lynch, like you said, was not the princess that was promised.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she was never NXT champion. So out of those, the four horsewomen, she had really in NXT had accomplished the least if you look at it on paper. So I think for a long time Becky was fourth in that pecking order.
Yeah, good.
And then when she ascended to the top, now it's like you look at her now, and despite the Bianca Belair thing, which has really kind of fizzled out, it was really bad at first, and now it's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
She's really taken that right back. Like she was gone for a year, and she's really taken it right back because every time that Becky Lynch is on screen, she's the most entertaining.
Yeah. And
whether it be against Charlotte, on the same side as Charlotte, she's always the one you look at. Just you could look at Bianca Belair's athleticism, and we love her on this program. But every time she's matched up against Becky, it's almost not fair.
Yeah,
because Becky is so much entertainment in that. Not saying Bianca's not, but she's just not at that Becky Lynch level.
Right.
And the people love Becky, and Charlotte has really not endeared herself to the WWE fans in that way. She's always kind of been this like snooty, I'm better than you character, whether that be in the ring or out of the ring. Whether that combines to be true. I can only speak from personal experience. The few times I've met Charlotte Flair, she's been wonderful.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. So I don't know if things have changed since then. So I think it's a little bit of both, but it's damn entertaining. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and I think you're right about that. I think with the fans, of course, in person when she meets them, she's going to be very nice. She's going to be very cool. When it comes to inside the locker room, inside that arena, that's different. That's a person competing, her ego getting involved, which is how you succeed, ladies and gentlemen. No one succeeds without an ego. I don't care how much they do the all shucks game. No one succeeds without an ego and believing that they deserve to be at the spot that they're in when they have an opportunity. Don't ever buy the all shucks game. It doesn't exist. Are there humble people who are successful? Yes, but underneath the humility is this desire to be successful, and certainly that's what you've got here with Charlotte Flair. And so, no surprise, and Becky Lynch too. But Becky Lynch, I think what you say is 100% correct, Aaron. Becky is of the people, and this is why she gets over. Becky is of the people. She doesn't even need the belt. She is that kind of, there's that kind of reverence for her, right? Whereas Charlotte Flair, I think she's not. She's above the people. She plays that character. She plays it that way. She carries herself in that manner. So it becomes this kind of division between the elite and the blue collar, white collar versus blue collar, right? Becky comes from Ireland, hard scrabble life, fought through all these things. As Justin Toner pointed out in the chat, was the only one of the horsewomen to not win the women's NXT title when she was there at NXT. And here's Charlotte Flair, who was over dad, royalty, all that legacy stuff. That's the difference. And so fans are naturally going to go towards Becky. Plus, Becky is way smarter about social media than Charlotte Flair is. That cannot be discounted in this equation. She's so brilliant. I think Becky wakes up and it's like that shirt, right? That Brock Lesnar shirt. Wake up, eat, destroy, Cena, repeat. That's the way I think Becky wakes up every day and she's like, okay, how can I make this character better? What can I do? I think she's never satisfied. She's hungry and she's driven, and that shows. And I don't think, and it's not that Charlotte isn't driven to be successful. I just don't think Charlotte has that knowledge of social media, that innate knowledge of social media that Becky has to use that to keep people excited and interested. I mean, that shot of her you put in a thumbnail where she's holding the belt, it's got the Road Warrior mohawk going. It's brilliant. What a look, what a look to go forward. And so it's just brilliant stuff like that she's doing that Charlotte Flair doesn't do, and that makes the difference. And I think that frustrates Charlotte, that she's not naturally, she just doesn't feel like she's got that kind of push behind her the way Becky does. And so, dude, that's ego. It's naturally going to frustrate somebody who wants to be on top,
Yeah, and let's not pretend like Charlotte Flair wasn't groomed to be the star of the Four Horsewomen.
Oh, of course,
because she absolutely was.
Right.
And they got all of the big machine behind her, and rightfully so. She's a great athlete, and she's proven it in the ring. She's a decent to above average promo, I would say.
Yeah.
Charlotte's got the lineage, and then Sasha Banks is Snoop Dogg's her cousin, and she can also wrestle and does Daredevil shit. And then she was in the Mandalorian, so she's got that going for her. Like Bayley, to me, is the best all-around wrestler of the Four Horsemen. I think she's absolutely sound and has a great fan following as well. And then it's like, okay, well, we got those three, and then Becky Lynch is like kind of surpassed everybody right now. So it's like, what the hell? But I think someone in the chat said they're happy. Like Charlotte's happy as long as Becky's number 2.
Right.
Like anybody that tries to get above that. I mean, I get that. It's wrestling. It's competitive business, man.
Yeah.
If you're not on top, then you're not making the most money. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. So I get it, man. But the best rivalries in pro wrestling are people at the top fighting each other. Like Stone Cold had The Rock.
Yep.
Brett had Shawn. Hulk had Ultimate Warrior. Like you're at the top making the most money when you're against your biggest rival. So for that, I think that's where this is all kind of worky stuff going on here.
Yeah, there is. And that's the way I look at it, is like, is there real heat? I think there is real heat between them. And I think someday they're going to patch it all up and have a great like WWE conversation on camera, like Shawn Michaels and Brett did. And it'll be later on down the road after they're both on the tail end of this career. But it's no accident they put them on two different brands. It's no accident that they see them both as code number ones. And so setting this battle up is going to be an interesting way of selling it. And Aaron, they're kind of stuck in this situation now because AEW is putting the pressure on. So WWE has to make these matches, has to make these incredible matches, build up these storylines and make them mean a little bit more and use the work shoot stuff as they've done in the past. They did it all through Attitude Era. And, you watch that documentary on Stone Cold. Stone Cold was not the easiest guy to be around when he was the top dog. He wanted to stay the top dog. He was insecure about being the top dog. He was constantly looking over his shoulder. And some people are built that way. Lord knows I was built that way or I probably am sometimes still built that way about certain things. You're always looking over your shoulder. Who's coming next? And you want to make sure you're doing what you can do to stay in people's attention, stay in people's eyes, and keep changing and evolving and getting better so that people keep staying with you. That's the game, and it's good for competition. And you see that happening here, I think, in the same way. And it's funny that Bayley and Sasha don't get into this drama with them, right? Because they've always been happy kind of carving out what they've carved out. They don't need to be the top dog. They'd like to be, but they don't need to be. They have their own way of existing within that pecking order of the Four Horsewomen. There
you go.
Yeah.
And then WWE, like, let's talk about SmackDown a little bit. Like, WWE actually remembered Tony Storm this week, which was great. And Charlotte, before we get there, Charlotte cut the promo and said that Becky was fake. There's nothing real about her. And then Becky went on social media and was like, really? That's all she had to say.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking, like, nothing fake about I don't want to get into that, but like you can't just say that there's nothing real about Becky when there's non-real things about yourself.
Well, and the thing is, she went at it from a heel place, and I almost responded. I wrote a whole response back to that tweet because some people in there were going, Becky, don't do this, don't body shame, don't you body shame.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, she's a fucking heel. This is professional wrestling. This is her official Becky Lynch account, not what her actual name is account. This is the Becky Lynch account, okay? So she's going to play this out in this way and go at Charlotte like this because that's part of the situation. And this may shock some of you. They probably talked it all out, this exchange, and planned out what they were going to say to each other. Maybe not personally, but through intermediaries, so they stayed on the same page. The one thing, though, I do want to, before we leave this thing, I want to know what your thoughts are about the title exchange situation. I want to know what you think happened here. I rewatched it again before we started the show, just to kind of look at the body language and the nuances and what happened here. And certainly Charlotte dropping the belt was kind of a weird thing, considering she had worked so hard to get that belt. And I think, is that the original women's belt, the Raw belt, and then it was the SmackDown belt? Is that correct for the women's side of things?
I mean, it was red. It was red.
Yeah. So, all right. So that was the original belt, and she threw it to the ground. And then when she tried to keep it away from Becky, when Becky threw the belt at Charlotte. So to me, the real heat that was going on behind the scenes between them, that feels authentic to me. Like the way Charlotte handled things seemed really disrespectful. And apparently she was against it from the beginning. So unless we're all being worked from this first moment on, brother, this felt like Charlotte was the one who was kind of letting her feelings get the best of her. And as someone pointed out in the chat, Charlotte has always been insecure. And these are the kinds of things that you do when you're insecure. You know, you throw things and you make a big deal out of it, and you break the script, or go off script rather, and you break the way things are going, and you cause the other person to get frustrated. And Becky rolled with it, to her credit, because Becky has been used to having things taken from her or not given to her, or people disrespecting her and her having to prove herself. So for her, it was no big deal, and she wasn't picking up that belt. Shout out to Sonya making Charlotte pick up that belt, but her throwing that belt at Becky was her being like, "Fuck you, thinking you can override me in this situation." So that seemed legitimate to me. Do you think it was all worked, or do you think this was legitimate?
I think that sometimes, like, even in like real life, even at like my job, I think people see what they can get away with.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Flair, if she wanted to quit wrestling right now and never work another day in her life, she'd be fine. She'd be set.
Yes.
So I think that Charlotte is testing the waters. Like, what can I get away with? How can I do this? And then you put it under the guise of, well, we're just working, brother.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no thing. So I don't know, man. I think that it's just, like you said, it's a whole ego trip. And then once they're both not champion anymore, we'll see how that works out.
Yeah. We'll see how it works out for sure. All right, let's see if we got some super chats that have come through here. I think we had a couple more that rolled through. First from Chris Taylor says, today marks the anniversary of Eddie Guerrero's death. Oh yes. Your favorite memory and match from Eddie?
Favorite match, him and Rey Mysterio, Halloween Havoc. I mean, all-time classic.
Yeah.
My favorite memory, though, of Eddie Guerrero is when he was, I think it was Mr. Kennedy. I think someone put this clip up recently where he was facing Mr. Kennedy in a match, and the referee's back was turned, and he grabbed a chair. Eddie Guerrero grabbed a chair and threw it to Ken Kennedy, and then laid on the ground like he had got hit. Yes. So when the referee turned back around, he thought Mr. Kennedy had hit him, and he was like, what the hell? So they got disqualified and won the match. He cheated, which was great. Brilliant.
Yeah. Lie, cheat, and steal, man. Look, I don't have a favorite. I mean, Eddie winning the belts once and for all, I think that was an incredible moment for sure. But for me, the entire storyline with China is my favorite. But the Mamacita storyline was everything. I mean, just so much of that was Eddie showing you how he could play a character like this, how he could act. There's a possible future here if Eddie had lived and had retired from professional wrestling, where he could have gotten into acting in ensemble roles. I could have seen him in an Ocean's 11 type film or in The Expendables or something like that. Sure. The guy was a damn good actor when he was doing those roles, better than any of the Guerreros. No offense to any of the Guerreros, but he was better than any of the Guerreros and when he got storylines and acting them and doing whatever. And the stuff with him in China, that felt like real chemistry between them. And so when he betrayed her and she confronted him and caught him, I thought all of that was absolute genius for sure. As far as my favorite match, I think I have to agree with you, the Rey one. I mean, that's just a phenomenal match from top to bottom, and all the stakes that were involved in that match. So I hate to be boring, but I have to agree with you that that's the best match of Eddie's career, bar none, for sure. Yeah. So I love that. Mamacita. All right, let's see if we got any Streamlabs that have come through. No, J-Dog said the feud is real and it's spectacular. That's what he thinks about this.
I hear you. Seinfeld, I hear you.
And Roberto Arsenal says, I'm going to the AMC theater near me to see the pay-per-view tonight. It's 90% full theater so far. I'm sneaking in 6 airport-sized tequila bottles. With all due respect, Rocha, let's go Canes, beat Florida State. Oh my God, yeah. Please beat my Florida State. They're shit this year. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care, dude. I don't care. That Notre Dame game seems like a fever dream that we had because we are just ass. So go ahead and beat us. I don't give a shit. Let's bring in a new coach and a new fucking quarterback.
Right on with the tequila, but don't drink and drive.
Yes, do not drink and drive, for God's sakes. I should check out and see if it's showing one of my AMCs around here. I didn't know they did that shit.
Oh yeah, it's a recent thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What's it like? $10?
I don't think so. I think it's more than that. I think
really?
It's like a premium ticket, like $20-$25 or something.
I could pay 20 for it. As long as I have to pay 60 for it. I think that's where I have my issues. So, anyway, all right. That's all the super chats we have so far. Keep sending them in, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs super chats, and please remember hit a like on this video. Only 23 likes, but we got 73 you guys watching us right now. So please hit that like button, that thumbs up button as we go along. The Streamlabs address is also pinned in the chat now for you to go send in stuff, and it's also in the description of the video and on the screen. All right, Aaron, where are we off to next?
We're going to Full Gear. Full Gear. So we're going to go ahead and get into the preview and predictions of Full Gear and all that. It's happening tonight.
Yeah.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota. Interesting. One of the great hotbeds of professional wrestling in the 1970s and 80s. Many great wrestlers from Minnesota, perhaps Vern Gagne, Kurt Hennig, Rick Rude, Bob Backlund, Ric Flair. All Minneapolis, all trained in Minneapolis. So there you go, or in the Minnesota area. So there you go. Respect. But yeah, Full Gear tonight. Big show. So we're going to go through the match card. We're going to talk a little bit about it, do some predictions, and we'll see what we think here. So we'll kick it off with the pre-show match. This one just seems kind of thrown together, to be honest with you. The buy-in, Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter tag teaming together versus Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida.
Yeah.
This one.
I got to go Thunder Rosa and Hikaru Shida, don't you? I mean, Thunder's been one of the people they brought in to make such a big deal about, but, you know, with Dr. Britt Baker there at the top, Thunder Rosa kind of a little bit to the sideline here, so she needs a win here, and Hikaru Shida, same thing. Like, was the champion, and now people have kind of forgotten about her, so I think you got to give them the victory here in a very tight match for sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think they'll both win. I think Thunder Rosa is like kind of trending towards that eventual rematch with Dr. Baker. I think that'll be fire when that happens. And yeah, give Shida a little boost. Like nothing. This doesn't hurt Hayter or Rose in any way, shape, or form. So
no, not at all.
All right. So our next match, it'll be the main. We're talking about the main card now. It's the only pre-show match I have on my list here. Okay. This one is on the main card. It is Pac. Newly babyface Pac and Cody Rhodes versus Andrade and Malachi Black. You got here.
This is tough because Malachi has been ruling the roost, and Cody's been taking some losses here. So does another loss in any way help the situation for Cody? So I don't know. I feel like Cody Rhodes wins this one. I feel like his team wins this one, man. I feel like although they've had some good runs, Malachi Black, and I think it's going to be a tight match, but Cody as the face, I think he's going to win this one. What do you say?
I'm going to go the opposite way. I think that Malachi Black and Andrade will win, and I want to add like a little extra topping on the cake. Okay. I think that when they win, that Andrade will be like, "Hey, good job, buddy!" Like shaking hands with Malachi Black, and then he just kicks him in the face. Like, I don't fucking need you, which would be great. Which would be great for his character because I don't want Malachi Black to have like homies. Like I don't want that. I don't want him to have like a stable. Like I like him by himself. Like I like him doing his own thing. I think that's where he's best.
Okay.
And like him and Andrade have kind of formed this sort of partnership, and I would just like to see him. Yeah, I don't need you. And just knock him out. And I just don't feel like Cody and Pac can they coexist? I don't know. Probably not.
All right. You don't see Pac turning on Cody and joining the Black Order or joining Malachi Black? Is that a possibility?
As much as I would like that, no, I don't see that happening.
All right, fine. All right. Just throwing it out there. All right. Where are we off to next?
All right, we're off to another tag match. It is a 6-man Falls Count Anywhere match. Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Christian Cage versus the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and Adam Cole, baby. So who you got here?
I got to go with Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. Adam Cole needs a win, bro. You brought him over, and you haven't really given him a marquee victory here. So I think you got to give him a victory here with the Young Bucks. What do they call it? The Super Click? I'm all for them.
Super Click, yeah.
I'm all for them. I'm all for them getting the victory here. I don't think Christian Cage and the Jurassic Express lose anything in losing the match to these guys. I think you have to give them the victory because you don't bring Adam Cole over to have him keep losing or to have him be kind of lost in the background, dude. You got to give him some W so the fans stay believing in the push here for Adam Cole. What do you think?
I know we want the fans to go home happy. We want to leave a good taste in their mouth, but I tend to think that the Super Click will also win. Here's what we're seeing on Dynamite. We saw Adam Cole and Bobby Fish interact with each other, which was great. So that's good. He's like a hired gun for them. So I can see Bobby Fish getting involved. I'm so excited because it looks like, fingers crossed, Kyle O'Reilly's probably done at the end of the year. So if Kyle O'Reilly jumps, we're gonna have ourselves the Elite versus the former Undisputed Era. The OG era.
Yeah.
So could you imagine, if you will, could you imagine somewhere down the road, it would be the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega versus Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. Yeah. Sounds fucking awesome.
That sounds awesome.
That's what I hope for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm leaning towards. And I hope maybe, if you want to do a blood and guts match, you can throw some other people in there and be pretty good. Pretty good. So, but I think Adam Cole and the Bucks will lose.
I agree. Okay. What's next?
All right, so our next contest is a grudge match, one that I'm actually really looking forward to. Talked about them as young pillars of the company, and that's what they are. It is Darby Allin versus MJF.
Woo!
What do you think about this one?
Look, I want to go towards MJF, and normally I would have, but the way they've been kind of positioning Darby Allin and the shine he's getting off everyone he's worked with, and Sting, I just don't see him losing this match. And MJF taking a loss wouldn't be a bad thing at this point in his career as the heel. It's good for the heels to lose every once in a while. And so I think this is a good one for Darby Allin to get the victory on and for MJF to take a loss here. And as you said, send the fans home happy. I think this is absolutely Darby Allin's to win. What do you think?
Well, I would tend to agree with you, but I think that this may be the genesis or the nexus of Darby Allin and Sting maybe separating.
Oh,
because MJF has been so good on the microphone.
He has.
Absolutely shredded Sting when he said, "I'll make you end up like your buddy Lex Luger in a wheelchair," which was a fucked comment, but really funny. Yeah. Really great. And I just think that MJF is so on fire. I think they're going to tease this turn of Wardlow turn on MJF, but I think it's really going to end up turning back on them and that Darby is going to get frustrated with Sting. That's what I would do. I don't know if that's going to happen. This is just wishful thinking.
Right.
But I think MJF will win tonight.
Wow. Okay. All right. We're split on that one. Where are we off to next?
All right, this one is either going to be really fun and great or horrible. It is the Minneapolis Street Fight, the Inner Circle, Santana, Ortiz, Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, and Chris Jericho versus the team of American Top Team, Dan Lambert, Junior Dos Santos, and Andre Arlovsky, and the Men of the Year, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. So what you got there?
I think I have to go Inner Circle. I think they haven't gotten I don't know. Haven't gotten a big victory in a while. They were messing around with MJF and his crew for a little bit, but now I think this is a good way for them to kind of maybe get a final victory here as a crew before they start to kind of break off and do their own thing and kind of put a kibosh on this Inner Circle. That's the way it feels like to me. What do you think?
As long as this ends, as long as this feud ends, every Inner Circle feud, I'm just fuck, I wish it would end. It's just not I feel like Santana and Ortiz and Sammy are so fucking talented. They could really do it on their own, dude. They don't need this. I think Jake Hager is a statue. And I think Jericho, while on the microphone, is as good as he's ever been on the microphone.
Yes.
In the ring, it's whatever. But I think that if you want to establish, if you're actually going to sign Junior Dos Santos and Andre Arlovsky, you get them close, but you don't have them win. Paige Van Zant could be an X factor in this.
Yes. Good point.
Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky have been kind of pushed off to the side in this feud. So it's what do we do? What are we doing for them as well?
Yep.
Because we don't know what we have of them yet. So I think that American Top Team and the Men of the Year will win in some nefarious fashion.
Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. Yeah, we're finding division there between us. Okay. Now, what's the next match?
All right. So this one is the one I probably, well, it's the second match I'm looking forward to the most. CM Punk, Eddie Kingston. What do you think, dude?
Dude, you want to talk about whether there's real heat?
Mm.
What? I mean, I rewatched that 9-minute exchange between them again before we did the show today. Dude, I don't know how many times I've watched that, but like, it feels like there's genuine heat from between these guys. And, you know, Aaron, when they bring up the past of somebody and what they can do and what they can't do and whether they've lived up to it. Now, do I think Eddie kind of wandered into weird places in the promo and didn't quite connect the dots? Yes, but it was raw and it was authentic and it felt genuine, as you would see with two dudes who are fighting out, because it seems like Eddie had that thing of like, you believed in me once. Why don't you believe in me again? And because you don't believe in me, because you're giving me shit because I didn't accomplish everything I accomplished, well, now I hate you, right? It feels like he does still want the respect of CM Punk, but it feels like he has to insult him to get it and take out his anger at himself and at the situation and at Punk on Punk. And I think this is going to lead to a hell of a match, man. Don't be surprised if there isn't a shot that you're like, whoa, that looked real or looked stiff versus, you know, more staged. So I wouldn't be surprised. And that being said, I would not be surprised because they've built this up as Punk not believing in Eddie, that Eddie gets the victory here and maybe turns Punk around on believing in him. And I think that could be interesting, unless they're beginning a program. If they're beginning a program between these guys, then I think Punk does win here, but Eddie comes real close. So that Eddie becomes kind of a sympathetic favorite where he starts to work on his skills a little bit more, starts to get focused on Punk even more, and comes back and gets that victory. So that's what I think. If they're starting a program, then I think Punk wins. If it's just a one-off here for now, I think Eddie takes it. What do you think?
I would agree with you about the sympathetic babyface thing, but he's already sympathetic, man.
Yeah,
like I watched a video that Max Caster put up, and he was at he was doing like a rap show, and he was asking the crowd, like, what do you think about the matches? What do you think about CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston? And the whole crowd was chanting Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. So there's this undertow of like people that really love Eddie Kingston and really want him to take this, you know, from CM Punk. I love the exchanges that they've had. I think they're epic and amazing, and everything that pro wrestling is good about pro wrestling is these exchanges. It's real. Yeah. It's rooted in real stuff. Both of these guys, when they talk, Eddie Kingston, it feels real. When CM Punk talks, it feels real. It feels like he's talking about real shit. And that's what I love about it. I think that I'm also going to go with you on this course. I think CM Punk will win. I think it'll be one of those where like, okay, well,
it's going to come real close.
I think CM Punk will win, or it will be a draw.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think about a draw. Yeah, okay.
CM Punk will, but I think more or less CM Punk will win, and then we'll get the like CM Punk will just kind of sit there and just be like, all right.
Yeah.
All right then. So we'll see what happens from there, but I think it's going to be a hell of a match. Might be the best we get out of Eddie Kingston, because I think even he would admit that he's not the most technically sound in the ring. So we'll see what we get out of him. I mean, I'm excited for it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's not like Punk is wrong. That's the thing. And when Punk brought out saying, hey, I was the only one that judged you as not good enough. Let me run out the names. And then he's like, don't you say the names. And he fucking
Danielson, Samoa Joe.
Yeah, like all his heroes saying, you're not good enough. We believed in you, and you never stepped up to the plate the way you should have. And Eddie rolled out a litany of excuses, from COVID to mortgage issues to whatever. That, I mean, it just was incredible. But he reaffirmed why these guys lost faith in him, because he's got excuses for everything. Get the job done, you know? And so I think that's going to be part of an element here that could lead to a really fun program between these guys if they keep it going. Somebody mentioned, Draws Walker mentioned, maybe Colt Cabana shows up as part of this. That could be interesting.
Stop it. Stop the madness. Stop it. You stop it.
I'm not the biggest Colt Cabana fan, but it could be interesting. It could be. And which side will he be on? Has he mended the bridges with Punk?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they've mended bridges now.
All right, just throwing it out there. All right. What do we got next here? What's the next match?
All right. Another one that should be quite good is the AEW World Tag Team Championship match. It is the champion, the Lucha Bros, Rey Fenix and Pentagon L0M, or whatever he's going by this week, versus FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler. You know I'm a big fan of FTR.
You are.
You know I like the Lucha Bros. What do you think?
I think Lucha Bros win this one, but you can't. FTR has done a fantastic job over the last few weeks building this thing up with their promos, with the way the matches have gone, some of the nefarious shit that they've pulled. All of it has worked really, really well to hype up you wanting to see this match. And I think AEW loves the Lucha Bros, and I think they're enjoying them being champions. So I think this is not the time to take the belt off them. Does FTR deserve the belt? Fuck yes. They always deserve the belt,
yes,
no matter what federation they're in. They're incredible wrestlers, and they're great old school wrestlers. But that being said, I think it's just Lucha Bros time for right now. And we'll see where they go with it. And taking the belt off them now and giving it to FTR, it just kind of feels like you had someone vacation with the belt and they brought it back to the rightful owner. So I think they want to let Lucha Bros keep it for just a little while longer and then see if they can turn them into these kind of like legendary characters in the world of AEW. So I think it's not the right time yet for FTR to win. What do you think?
I agree. I think the Lucha Bros will retain. My question is, what kind of match are we going to get here? Because the Lucha Bros are known for kind of like flying all over the ring and that lucha style,
right?
But FTR is more grounded. So does it resemble that match that was not great that we got between FTR and Aerostar and Samurai Del Sol? Not a good match. But the Lucha Bros to me are better than them. So like, what are we going to get? Are we going to get a grounded match? Are we going to get a mix of the two?
Yeah.
The styles will clash. It'll be interesting. I think it'll be very entertaining. So, but Lucha Bros, too early for them to lose it.
Just real quick, going back to CM Punk Danielson, do you think that CM Punk Kingston, do you think Danielson comes out? Do you think other people that he mentioned, of course, Samoa Joe can because he's WWE?
No, I don't think that they want to get involved right now.
Okay, all right. They don't come out like stand at the platform and watch her on the.
Nah, I don't.
All right, just throwing it out there. All right, what's the next match we got, brother?
All right, so the next match is the AEW Women's World Championship. It is Ty Conti versus the reigning champion, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Who you got here?
Wow, it's Britt Baker, not even a question. Although I think Tay Conti is a good wrestler for Britt Baker to go toe-to-toe with. I think we're going to see if Britt can deliver a legendary match with Tay, or at least a damn good match that people are talking about the next day. Maybe even steal the show. We'll see. But I love the fact that she's finally getting in the ring with someone who's got this kind of pedigree, who's got just as much, well, maybe not just as much, but certainly a large fan base that supports her and wants her in this position. And she's earned her shot. And I think Tay Conti wants to deliver an incredible match. And so I'm looking forward to seeing this match, but it's not the time yet to take the belt off Britt Baker. That's going to be Thunder Rosa. She is the Hangman Adam Page to Britt Baker's Kenny Omega. That's the truth.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think that Ty Conti has improved leaps and bounds since being let go from NXT. She's very humble in that. But I don't think it's her time. I don't know how good the match will be.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see who can get a good match out of somebody. But Britt, like you said, Britt is the Omega. She is the Alpha and the Omega. She is DMD. She is the franchise of that women's division. They should have built it around her in the beginning. They didn't. They decided to build it around Riho. Fucking mistake. Yeah. And they built it around her. She's ran with it. She's been great. I think we're all kind of feeling like Thunder Rosa is going to take it from her. Or at least, majority of us are feeling that. But yeah, I'm going to lean towards Britt Baker. Hopefully it's a good match. I don't know how I feel about Ty Conti like putting on a banger, but we'll see. I could be surprised.
Yeah, young Brazilian girl. I just wanted to show up and deliver a good match, man. I think she's got it in her, so we'll see. All right, what's the next match on this one?
The next match is the AEW World Championship title eliminator tournament fights a lot. It is Miro, God's former favorite champion, versus the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Wow. This is really, really, really tough because Danielson has been wrestling his heart out since he got into AEW. He's having a blast. Miro, though, was on the ascension. And it seems like they took that belt off of him so they could line him up to challenge for the top belt. And Danielson has had his time. He's had his titles. He's had, like, yes, could he have a great match with Hangman Adam Page or Kenny Omega? Absolutely. But he's already had great matches in his career. You're still building up Miro. He's kind of a second life here at AEW, and he's made the most of it. So I say that it's Miro just because it's the older dog versus the younger dog, and the younger dog is coming into is in his prime. And so I think that's why he gets the victory over Bryan Danielson. And Bryan puts him over, and Bryan never has problem putting people over, it seems like. So I think that's what's going to happen here.
Miro. I feel the same way. I watched Daniel Bryan, or excuse me, I gotta get used to that.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson versus Rocky Romero from Dynamite this past week, and dude, it's great. Like a limited sample size of Rocky Romero. I know he's like a Ring of Honor and New Japan guy. I just haven't seen him that much. But God, dude, it was great. Like Bryan Danielson has this amazing ability to have a good match with fucking anybody. Like you know, the old adage is, oh, you can have a good match with a broomstick. It's true.
Yeah,
it really is. So I think that he will put Miro over. I think it'll be a good match. I think it's a great way to establish Miro as this giant monster, and doesn't hurt Danielson. Guy can do anything. So
yeah,
Miro.
Yeah, exactly. And you can still line up later Danielson versus Adam Page, or if Omega loses the belt, maybe it becomes Miro versus Page for a while. Then Omega's got to fight somebody. Why not Bryan Danielson? Put on some banger matches. That's possible. Yeah. So
there you go.
All right, are we up to our last one?
The main event of the evening. It is the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. It is Hangman Adam Page, the challenger, versus the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, number 1 in your PWI ranked wrestlers of 2021. It is Kenny Omega. You got here.
Look, everybody has Page. Everybody has Page. And when everybody has something, sometimes I get a little. And since this is their showpiece event where they're finally going to take, maybe even bring WWE people over in terms of fans to be with them for a little while permanently. Oh, sorry, be with them for a little while temporarily. I think it's Omega. I think it's Omega in a surprise. I think everyone thinks it's going to be Adam Page, and he's going to come up short again, and it's going to be Omega. But that's just me, because do you really believe Adam Page is the one to take you into this next phase of AEW as the top dog in AEW with the fan base? Do you think that's going to inspire people to jump on over from WWE to become fans of AEW? I don't know. Omega, I think yes, but Hangman Adam Page, I don't know if I'm 100% in that camp. And I may be all alone in my island, but what do you think?
The fact that the Outlaw John Rocha doesn't believe in a cowboy and Hangman Adam Page is so fucking bizarre to me right now. Like,
I still don't believe in him as a talent.
You're not gonna pick him to win. You're the Outlaw, for God's sake. He rode on a horse in a match. Jesus
That's true.
Christ.
He did.
It is the era of the Hangman. It is the era of cowboy shit. Dude, Hangman's just cool. Like, he's just cool, right, dude. Like, you look at him, you're like, that guy's so cool, because he can kick your ass, but he also drink a beer with you. He's like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse, man. Like, he's just exudes like cool shit. And I think, like, when you said, do they really want to run with Adam Page to be that person that makes them turn the channel 100,000 times? Yes.
Okay.
Because that's how you build a company. You find these talents, these diamonds in the rough, these people that you can build, and you ascend them. Like, look how quick did Dwayne Johnson go from Rocky Maivia to The Rock to the top dog? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, like, when The Rock won at Survivor Series, won the world title, people were even saying what we're saying. Like,
right.
How are they're going to run with this guy? Like, okay, I guess. But you can still have your established stars, your Omegas, your CM Punks, your Bryan Danielsons. You can still have them. But you can have Hangman Adam Page, a guy that can lead you into that next phase and have these great matches with the Danielson, with the Punk, with Adam Cole. That stare down on Dynamite, holy shit, give me that match.
Yeah.
Like everything is lining up the right way it should have for AEW right now. And I think if they don't pull the trigger on Hangman, they never will.
All right, fine. You might have won me over.
Cowboy
you
shit.
Might have won me. Cowboy shit, as Justin Toner says. Cowboy shit, Rocha. LOL. Chris Taylor says, well, you just lost a subscriber, Rocha.
Oh, -1.
Yeah, maybe you're right. All right, maybe you're right. I mean, he's younger than Omega. He's got the potential to be a superstar. And maybe this push is the thing that he reaches like Stone Cold level status. That's possible, man. Very possible. And Omega's had his time. He's been great at holding the belt for all this time and doing all the things that he does, still cutting stellar promos. So maybe you're right. Maybe Omega's the old man on the way out, and Page is the young man coming in his prime to kind of take the company to the next level. You might 100% be right, man. I'm just saying, I've seen swerves in pro wrestling before, dude. And when everyone thought one thing was going to happen and the other thing happened. So I would not be surprised if Hangman Adam Page loses to Kenny Omega. But you might be right. You might be right. Like I said, I'm probably all alone on my island. So
The Rock, 26 when he won his first world title.
Yeah.
Hangman Adam Page, he's 30. So
all right,
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
A lot of people are wondering if there's going to be a surprise. Do you think there's going to be a surprise? Is anyone going to come in or run in, or anybody going to be announced? What do you think?
I hope not. This is why I'm going to say this.
Okay.
I think AEW needs to have what do I want to say? Untampered with pay-per-view. Like just have your guys on your show doing their thing. Like we don't need like a big surprise like every single week. Right. Although if Bray Wyatt showed up, or if Lana showed up, or Okada, or some of these other people that are rumored to maybe show up. Yeah. I mean, I'll be excited. I'll be happy, but just have an unaltered show of your people.
All right.
Let's do it.
That's fair. All right. That's happening tonight. I looked it up. There's a showing at 4 p.m. PT at the nearest AMC by where I live. So
that'd be a cool experience. I've never seen that. Never seen wrestling in a thing like that.
It's not full at all. There's 20 people in the theater, so I definitely.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, then we can sit by myself, away from everybody.
Are you sure that's not just a showing of Eternals? Oh, no, I'm fucking with you.
Kaboom. Yeah, so we'll see. Definitely for sure. Let's hit some Streamlabs that have come through while we're talking here. Hill Nellums is here. What's up, Hill?
Welcome back, sir.
Good to see you, brother. He says, no excuses now for not being able to afford ordering Full Gear tonight, Rocha. You can go to the theater. Just joking. Go. He goes, my favorite Eddie match, 2 out of 3 falls versus Dean Malenko on their last match at ECW. Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, yeah.
Damn, I forgot about that one. Fuck. Oh, hell, you might have changed my mind on that. However, Black versus Cody ends. I detect a turn with Cody finally being the heel that he already is. Yeah, well, how would that work? Because aren't Malachi Black and Andrade heel? So would he turn on Pac? Is that really a big deal for him to turn on Pac?
I think people want this Cody turn, and I think somebody said it on a podcast the other day. Like, wouldn't it be great if Brandy turned on Cody? I was like, dude, that would be amazing. Like, how great would that be? Like, yes, I want that now. I want Brandy to turn on Cody. That would be great. But no, I don't think Cody's going to turn.
I don't think it's not a big turn. You know, if he had a bigger, no offense to Pac, if he had a bigger name person he was tag teaming with, then I could see the possibility he could turn on them. But I don't think the turn on Pac is that big of a deal. You know, I just don't think Pac has that kind of groundswell of support necessarily. So, but yeah, maybe down the road. It's a possibility for sure. John Alexander says, going to save the show to listen to at work tomorrow, but want to stop in and show you guys some love. Oh, thank you, John. It's very kind of you. Appreciate it. I am the stellar Justin Lopez sent in a super chat. Let me see if I can find it to put it up on the screen. Here it is. In Minneapolis, freezing my butt off for Full Gear. Oh, nice. I hope FTR becomes the first 2-time champs. I doubt it since the Luchas just got him. Also, go Hangman. Absolutely.
100%. Good luck in there, man. It's pretty damn cold. Stay away from Dalvin Cook. He beats people up.
Okay. You know what? Those are allegations, for God's sakes.
Allegedly.
He
beats people up on the football field, I can tell you that.
Look, his agent tried to get ahead of it. It made it seem as if this 5'5" woman was the aggressor. So
bum 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 bum.
Ridiculous. So ridiculous. Adam Schefter, you shill. Well, Justin, if you can take pictures or whatever, send it to us, tweet it at us, and I'll retweet them, man, because that's awesome that you're going tonight. And I want to get people to like hold up strong style signs or something like that. Maybe we got to put it out there that you can get the logo and put it out there and just put it up. Like, listen to Strong Style or watch Strong Style or something like that. That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, go to Walgreens before the show. Get some paper and a marker or something, and
do it.
Right, it's a work, brother, and then put my name on it because it's
the Outlaw and the Legend Killer. Just put that up there.
Oh, I'm glad you're embracing it.
Am I though? All right. Anyway, I put the link in the chat here for people for the watch along. Just letting you know now ahead of time. I will pin it to the. I'm not going to pin it because the Streamlabs address has been there in case people want to send stuff in. But I will put it in the chat again right now as we're preparing to go into doing this watch along. Is there any other bit of news that has dropped, Aaron, or is there anything more you want to say about Full Gear tonight?
Justin Toner did drop a super chat that we did not get to. So, but other than that, no, I'm good.
Let me bring that up then. Was it just dropped or did he drop it earlier?
It's a while.
Okay. Back. All right. Let me see if I can find it, Justin. If I can't find it, I'll just read it straight up. Oh, yeah. He goes, I think Becky versus Charlotte. I think the Becky Charlotte have real issues, but they're also working it for the pay-per-view. Excited for Full Gear tonight. Sorry, guys. Excited for Full Gear tonight. Happy Tony Storm finally got into the picture on SD challenging Flair. Love it. Now, yeah, will they let her do the match? Like, because Charlotte Flair was like, no, and then just walked out the ring. So do you think they're setting this up? Because I think Tony did a good job with her promo and going back and forth with Flair. She didn't stumble over her words. She didn't kind of look like she was out of her depth. So I like the fact that she was willing to step up into Flair's face. And even the whole thing of like, Becky already put the belt on the line against somebody. You haven't even done that since you came to SmackDown. So I liked that promo.
Here's what I like about what's happening right now. Charlotte Flair is in a feud with Toni Storm. Sasha Banks is in a feud with Shotzi. And Becky Lynch is in a feud with Bianca Belair. So we are getting that new generation going right away. And I like that a lot. What Toni Storm brings to the table that is different from most people is that she's an accomplished, world-renowned wrestler. She's been all around the world. It's going to be a hell of a feud, I think. And I think Tony may get the better of Charlotte. Like, if you want to make a splash, there you go. Make Tony your champion.
Agreed. Cool. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it, brother, man. Roberto also says, I am hyped for the Punk Eddie match, but what the hell happened with Punk feuding with Team Taz? He never wrestled Ricky Starks.
That's a WWE trick. That's a Jedi mind trick. That never happened.
There was no Raw general manager ever. It never happened.
Did not happen. Where's the Men in Black thing? Like, never happened. It's just one of they could pick up on it like somewhere down the road, but I think people figured out pretty quickly it wasn't working. Here's the watch along link. There it is. I'm putting it in the chat for you all. We are going to be watching the Young Bucks taking on Kenny Omega and Adam Page in a tag team match for the ages from 2020, from AEW 2020. And so this is going to be exciting to take a look at it for sure. Anything else on SmackDown? I mean, did you like Roman Reigns walk around with the crown? Did that do anything for you? Dude, man, Xavier Woods, God, dude, they're going to run with Xavier Woods. Like, I'm here for it, dude. Yeah, please. But, Roman's still the best. Just the best.
Do you think he has it? Do you think he'll get
Xavier Woods? So I think he'll get to the top.
All three members of New Day having the belt at one point in their careers.
I think so. Yeah,
insane.
I think they will run with him at some point. Yeah.
Wow. Fair enough. Okay. Liv is come on, don't give me this. Finally, Justin. Finally, you think Liv Morgan really deserves a shot at the title against Becky Lynch? Do you really think that? Do you think that?
Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. Like, I'm glad that she's getting it so she can like prove herself against high level competition and stop wrestling Carmella every week. But let's be real. We know who's going to win.
Count how many spots she messes up. Count,
come on,
because she will. All right. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, so we're gonna get into this. We got one more Streamlab that came in here. Aloha, gents. And this is from the Last Cinema Sailor. It says, Aloha, gents. WrestleMania tickets are on sale now. Who's going?
Not me.
Much respect to all those wearing the black and white NWOites for life. Hell yeah, mother. I will see y'all in LA next month. I'll be staying downtown. What food/drink places must I hit up while I'm there? I love you, Shotzi. Wow, my man was all over the place on this one. So, yeah, WrestleMania tickets are on sale. I am not going. Hopefully, we'll try to get in as a press, but we'll see. Hell yeah, NWO for life. Always, I've got my shirt always at so arm's length away. And if you're coming to LA, I wonder if you're coming to the Schmodown Spectacular and you're seeing what's going to happen here. It's official. The last ride is happening. I don't know who I'm playing that yet, but Christian Harlow has finally agreed to the match. So I am going to be at Spectacular in my retirement match. I don't know who it's going to be against yet, but that's going to happen. So if you're going to be downtown, here's what I would say. Get out of downtown. No, I'm just joking. I don't think Darren, do you know any food or drink places in LA downtown?
Never been. Couldn't tell you.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not going to WrestleMania next year. My wife and I have planned out next year is our 10-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, nice.
So we are going to Big Sky, Montana. So yeah, so we got a couple in New York City and Aruba. So we got a lot of shit going on next year. Yeah.
Respect, brother. Respect.
So yeah.
There's a food drink. I don't know. There's a bunch of places around downtown that are really nice, man. DM me and I can get you a list. The Last Cinema Sailor. DM me on Twitter. And I will get you a list of places, because back when I used to date before I met the Lady Outlaw, you have to know where the places are to take ladies because that's how they judge you in LA. You can't just take them to fucking Applebee's. You got to take them to decent places.
Veggie Grill. Go there.
Yeah, you can't take them to Veggie Grill and certain places like that. So I had to learn where these places are that weren't chain restaurants to take people. I have a lot of gay friends, so they know where these places are as well. Justin Lopez is back, sent in something. I hope I don't block him again on accident. The stellar Justin Lopez says, day one, the New Year's Day pay-per-view is in ATL, Woods' hometown. I really think he and Roman will main event that show. Will he win? Nah.
Yeah, but it'll be a banger.
Yes, it'll be a banger.
There you go.
For sure. All right. Anything else we need to do, or shall we jump into this thing?
I think we're good, man.
Okay. All right. I've pinned it. I put it in the chat here, the link for the watch along that we're going to do here. Once again, it is the Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Adam Page from Revolution, AEW Revolution 2020. So thank you to everybody. If you're dumping off here because you don't want to watch the watch along with us, well, thank you very much for watching us. Thank you for the Streamlabs Super Chats. For those of you sticking around for the watch along, we're going to do a 3, 2, 1. Or Aaron's going to do the countdown. And then we're going to start and watch this thing. So go to the link now, find it, and here, I'll put the link in one more time, and we'll start it off. What was the hype going into this? So what was the history going into this match that you can maybe let people know about there, Aaron?
They're all friends. Like, they were all in the Bullet Club together. And then, Hangman and Kenny kind of splintered off, won the tag team titles. The Bucks, I believe, won a tournament to become the number one contender. So it's kind of like, we got to face each other. We're friends. How do we do this? And it was like this volatile team of Kenny and Omega. Like, could they, or it was Hangman and Kenny, like, could they coexist? The old question, could they coexist? So that's where we're at with this one.
Okay. All right. And one last super chat came in. Empire Fan 1980 said, sorry, man, but Charlotte botches 99.9% of her moves. What? But she gets pushed to the moon. God, I wish she'd leave and not come back on my screen again. Damn. Strong statements.
I don't agree with that at all, but yeah, she does get pushed to the moon, but she's also like the best one there. So
she's one of the best athletes working for sure. The only thing she ever messes up is the somersault. That's the only thing she ever.
Yeah, she really has quit doing that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Without further ado, let's get into this watch along. And if you want to keep sending in your Streamlabs and Super Chats, I will keep checking and answering them as we go along during the watch along. So don't be shy about doing that. Aaron, shall we take it?
Yeah, let's do it. I got to pull up here. So I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, play. Then when I say play, you hit play. All right, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
There should be no ads. If there's ads, you've done wrong.
Yeah. This is like a 45-minute match, huh?
Yeah, so.
Woo! Rancho Cucamonga. Oh, here we go. The promos. Oh, you want us to go through the promos? I like it. I'm just going to ride alone for a while. I love you. Bye. Oh. It's so funny to see him now, man. He's almost, this is what this like a little bit over a year ago, but like he looks so different.
So good. Cracker Barrel.
Give me a pecan log, for God's sakes. Wow. Oh! How dare you?
Not even the best tag team in their own company.
Hello. Yeah, I like that. He can be a heel when he wants to be, man.
Yeah,
I
he sure could. That's why he's so good.
Yeah.
Drinking a beer, probably not safe right now to drink a fan's beer, but okay. So Hangman's a drunk.
Oh, God, that was such a
God,
great
he killed
move.
Sammy Guevara on that one.
Damn! I forgot about that. He's like a more calm Ziggler, man.
That's offensive. That's offensive.
I don't mean Omega. I mean Paige.
That's doubly offensive.
How dare you, man? Ziggler was fucking great in the ring.
He is great in the ring. There's no doubt about that.
Here we go.
This is like right before it had to be right before the pandemic.
Yeah, I think so too. Dude, it's a shame I'm leaving the Schmodown before I ever get an intro like this.
Oh my God.
I would love screens and music, pyrotechnics, coming out on a horse.
Gotta raise that gate a little bit before
oh yeah, we did
get some stuff like that.
You know, I saw some articles over the week talking about how Shivani has found a second life in AEW. Like he's in a second golden age as an announcer. Do you agree with that?
I think Tony Schiavone is having like the time of his life.
But that's coming through.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's like translating to like excellent wrestling journalism.
Right.
I think he's just having fun, and that's great because he was gone for 20 years, you know what I mean? And he didn't have anything to do with wrestling at all.
Yeah.
And he was just, here we go.
Oh, man. This is the kind of video I need, man.
You need this kind of theme.
Yeah.
Maybe you should wear the Hangman's noose when you come out.
No, but I like the idea of a belt buckle that says Outlaw Nation on it. If I had enough time to get that done before December 4th, I would. But
I feel like Christian didn't really confirm you were getting a match. He said kind of if somebody's available, maybe, but
someone's going to be available.
Yeah.
If I have to play you,
I'm not going.
I'll make it happen.
I'm not going to California. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
fuck that.
You don't have to be scared.
I'll hire people to drag you out of your house late at night and put you on a plane.
I got cameras.
It's fine.
My next door neighbor's a detective. He will fuck you up. Yeah, I want you to go in unclear, though, like it's totally clear head. Because if you're going up against me, you'd be all worried and shit.
About what?
About me beating you.
That you'd show up?
No, that I would beat you again.
Oh, come on. No, I would not be worried about it. Not if we're talking movies.
Well, okay.
I wouldn't even study.
I don't know why you do study.
Well, 4 belts will tell you why I study.
How many you got now?
4 belts still.
Yeah, okay.
That's how it works, bud.
Sure.
They don't go, and 16-time, but no longer right now champion. They don't ever say that. So what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, you did win it when the league was a little down. You know what I'm saying?
I won it against the greats.
In the beginning.
I just won most recent tag team championship 2 years ago. If you think anybody has come into this league that's anywhere close to who we beat for the title and then retain them, you trying to denigrate corruption? You trying to denigrate Shazam, the current title holders?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Who the hell is Shazam?
That's Bibiani and the Kid.
Oh,
what is wrong with you?
All right, sorry. I don't watch it. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. Talking shit about something you don't watch. What's wrong with you?
I used to. I don't watch anymore.
You're like Lesnar. You're the Lesnar of the. Well, no, I don't want to call you that. Lesnar won belts.
I mean, it would be
and matches.
It's a fair comparison.
Do you think people buy beer on the front row before this match, hoping Hangman grabs their beer?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've actually never had beer at a wrestling show.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I've had at a hockey game or like a football game, sure.
Baseball game,
Not, I guess I just don't think of it.
Oh, Justin Roberts.
Horrible. I hate Justin Roberts. I hate Rick Knox, who's the referee too. They're terrible.
Yeah. Wasn't he the Connor's Cure situation? Didn't he kind of try to out the WWE for that situation?
He sure did. It didn't go his way.
No, it didn't. Bucks. Looking good, man. Looking good.
Very Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty-ish, or Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson-ish.
Wow.
With their gear.
Look at the facial hair in the front row there. Jesus. That's what I need, a leather vest as well. If I was in shape, I'd wear a leather vest with no shirt on. Come out like that, but I am not.
Is the Schmodown like no shirt, no shoes, no service kind of deal? Because I don't know if anybody's ever done that.
I've always wanted to do it. I've always wanted to come out in a pair of wrestling tights and just do the match in a pair of wrestling tights.
I got to be honest, this may sound crude, but if there was anybody involved with the Schmodown that was going to wear wrestling tights, I would not pick you first. No offense.
That's fair. That's
I don't think I'd pick a competitor either, to be honest.
Kalinowski, I think, would be the only one to get away with
Fucking hell.
He would look good.
He is an esteemed actor.
Esteemed? I think he absolutely would wear tights. He'd be the only one that's in shape right now that could wear tights.
I could make a snide comment, but I'm not gonna because
Jericho,
it's unnecessary.
Jericho is still in the Schmodown, so
is he? Wow.
Yeah, he could come out in tights. Kevin Smith's lost a lot of weight. I wouldn't mind seeing him in a pair of tights.
Wow.
Respecting Kevin Smith. Here we go. Wow, they're promoting the Challengers videos.
Isn't that great?
Book, rather. Yeah, what do you think about Jim Ross? The news that he might step away from commentating. I mean, I think it's overdue. But that being said, this is an unfortunate situation, a reason.
Yeah, you never want somebody to be going through something medically like that.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And shout out actually to Jessie Davin, who's like a super fan and does really good online content. She's great. Jesse the Buckeye on Twitter, she had to have her colon removed.
Oh my God.
So yeah, so shout out to her. She's really been going through it. So
how does that work?
I'm not sure. So
colon removed.
But yeah, she's been having some medical issues. She's a mother, she's a wife. She's really been going through it. So I just wanted to give her a shout out because she's awesome.
Does she have a Kickstarter or something for any kind of her medical?
Not that I've seen. I don't know.
Okay.
But just follow her Twitter at Jesse the Buckeye. And
there you go.
There you go. She's great.
Okay. Respect. Maybe we should have her as a guest on the show.
Maybe when she's recovered, we can do that.
Yeah. I love this. They're like all friends and shit.
Except for Hangman, because they've been talking shit to Hangman the entire time.
Hangman is the outlaw shit.
No, cowboy shit.
Oh, cowboy shit. Sounds like this ain't outlaw shit, but all right.
Well, they might be. That's what the crowd's going to chant when you're in there.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. That's not a bad idea.
Dude, you know what? I'm going to give you an idea, and I don't even know why I'm doing this, but you should, if you could get it done, you probably could. Get a vest and make it like a Stone Cold vest, but with with the outlaw stuff.
Yeah. It's great.
The back of it just says outlaw shit.
Outlaw shit.
And on the front, it's like last ride and
it'd be perfect.
Rocha 316 or.
Oh, I already got shirts coming for that. I'll be selling shirts at the event. 420
or 469, whatever.
632.
247, whatever.
Oh, Rocha 247 is not bad.
Ooh.
That is real spit. Can't do that in COVID times.
Shoot spit. You'll never in my life make me believe that Matt Jackson could double leg Adam Page. You'll never get me to believe that in my life.
He's like, get off me. Like his own boy has to bring him off.
And notice the referee, Rick Knox, not doing shit about it. Come on, Rick. He's terrible, dude. I hate him as a referee.
They had Holmes. Ooh. Oh. Damn. What a move there by Nick.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh my God.
Why was he standing there though? Like, why did he just stand there and take that?
Hey guys, what's going on? What the This is great stuff.
Someone said in the chat that Jen Sturger would be a good valet. I believe that was workshopped once, and she said, "Fuck no." So, well, inside baseball
for the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
No, hell no.
A competitor wanted her to use her as a valet, and she said, "Absolutely fucking not." So
that's so disrespectful, and that never has even occurred to me.
Yeah,
because she's she's a bigger
better than that.
She's a bigger name than anybody in the Schmoedown. Let's put that on the table. So why would she need to fucking valet for?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you who. I'm not gonna give you the inside baseball of who, but it happened, and she said, "Fuck no." So.
This is what frustrates me sometimes about the Schmoedown. People come into this thing with like 25 followers, and they win a few matches, and they think they're on the same levels, or they think that they should be talking shit to someone like Jeff Snyder or Bibiani or McQueen. It's like you're not even anywhere in the ballpark with these guys. I'm glad that you got into the Schmoedown and you're getting a match with these guys. But to think that you legitimately, your opinion on anything should be taken with the same level of respect or listened to at the same level simply because you're playing them in a match, you're out of your fucking mind. And so coming in to think that someone like Jen Sturger, who has been in the sports business, been in the wrestling business, you think you denigrate her, that you should be valet for you? You should be her valet. That's ridiculous.
That would be an interesting swing.
I would happily be Jen Sturger's valet. I would be Jen Sturger's manager in a heartbeat for a storyline in the Schmoedown. I love her to pieces, man. Happily. Here we go. Best brother tag team of all time. Would you say that?
Better than the Hardys? Are you fucking kidding? Is that a joke?
Some people saying Rocha 1, 2, 3. That should be the.
Yeah. Put your age in there. I hear you.
Oh, very funny. Age jokes. What are you, JV? What's wrong with you, man?
I thought it was funny that you said people want to take shots at Jeff Snyder. I would take shots at Jeff Snyder just for fun because I know it'd get under his skin.
Yeah, but that's stupid. You're disrespecting a guy.
It is, but it'd also be fun because I know Jeff would be a good promo about it.
As long as you both understood that it was.
Yes,
but what Chance and what and not to talk any, I don't want to talk any shit against Shannon because I love Shannon, but what Chance and Shannon said to Jeff after their match was a little bit untoward, and I think Jeff lost his mind, and Jeff shouldn't have said what he said.
What did he say?
I don't want to say what he said, but he shouldn't have said what he said, but he lost his mind, and they kind of
tell me off air.
Yeah. They kind of personally said some stuff that Jeff found really offensive. So, which they sometimes can. Corruption sometimes goes too far.
Yeah. But for the record, Jeff is a good promo.
Oh, yes, he is. He's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great promo.
Maybe he's my match. Who knows?
Could be.
I don't know.
Is he retired too?
He said he retired, but if anybody could drag him out of retirement to play one more time, it's me. That's for fucking sure.
There you go. I'm to be honest with you, dude, I'm hoping it's Mance just because that's like one of the first real good Schmodown rivalries. So yeah, I'm hoping for that.
I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if I love Scotty to death, and we're about to do. Oh, I should announce it, I guess, at some point. But I got Mance and I are going to be doing the reviews for the Beatles documentary that's coming out on Apple TV Plus. So we just locked that down last week. But he hasn't been competing in forever, and so it just would be weird. I think it'd be more of a.
But he's not retired.
I don't know. Now, what about Matt Jackson being able to do that as opposed to the double leg?
Fine, I guess.
No, it's got to be somebody strong. It's got to be somebody big, somebody good.
I think
Scotty would be great because that's where it all started, obviously. But I already beat Scotty, so there's nothing more to prove there.
Look at this.
Wow.
I love that move.
Oh,
I love that move. I think that's so cool. I'm gonna tell you, dude. Nick Jackson, if for some reason, and I don't wish this on anybody, but if Matt Jackson got hurt. And Nick Jackson had to do the thing for a year by himself, I think he'd be fine. Yeah. I think he'd be great.
Look, in every tag team, there's always one that's a little bit better than the other.
Right. And I don't think, and I'm not saying Matt Jackson's a Jannetty or anything like that. I just think that Nick is when you see him in the ring, he just does stuff like that. And you're that's what I'm saying. He does stuff like that. And you're whoa, if this dude could if him and Sammy Guevara could go 30 minutes, he would tear it up.
I agree with that. That will happen eventually because eventually this Young Bucks thing will kind of run its course. They'll always be the Young Bucks, obviously, but I think breaking them up eventually will be something that they have to do.
Looks like we got a super chat.
In there sorry about that. Let me take a look here. This one coming from Empire Fan 1980 again. Not a wrestling question, but Extra Life. I'd going on right now. So if any of the viewers like to donate, help some kids. Yeah, I have no idea what that is, bro. You've got to be a little more specific in what that is. Extra Life is going on right now. So if any of the viewers would like to donate to help some kids, what is Extra Life, bro?
I don't know what that is.
So I have no idea what that is either. Okay. All right. Let's see. Diamond Jade sent us a Streamlabs, says, bro, that shit is garbage if this is your last Schmodown match. Why does every one of Stone Cold's got to leave when they're the best?
You never know, man. Oh, no.
Wow. Well, brother, I mean, 7 seasons, man. What more do you want from me? I never retired once.
You kind of done it all.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much left for me to prove, honestly. If I won the belt again, would that really add to my legacy even more? I just don't think it would necessarily. Doesn't mean I didn't want to win it. I started out with 3 TKOs this year, but, the questions didn't fall my way. If I get a 5-pointer that I know, I beat Ben Bateman and I'm playing Ethan for the shot at Dan. So you just never know how things could have worked out. And if JT answers Frozen 2, we win the match against the Final Exam. And if I show up against Ben and Dan and don't miss 2 or 3 questions, we win that match. So just certain things just didn't work out. No matter how hard I studied, how hard I worked, certain questions popped up that I didn't know. And that's the game.
It's hard to get a walk off, you know.
Yeah, it really is. Ask Cal Ripken. He
Yep.
got a walk off in his last at bat. It's really tough to do.
Derek Jeter.
Right. But that's why I went on this campaign to have one last match, because I wanted one last shot at fighting somebody before I rolled on out of here.
You know, sidebar here. I know we got this match going on, but this is funny because my friend took his son to like a small wrestling convention last weekend in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I told him, he said Billy Gunn was going to be there.
Oh, the badass Billy Gunn.
And I said, he asked me if there's anything like that I wanted to get signed or anything. I said, no, I'm good. But know this, however big you think Billy Gunn is in person, he's 2 times as big.
Wow.
He's the biggest human I've ever seen.
Really? You saw him? Or
I've seen him in person. Yeah. Biggest guy I've ever seen.
Wow.
And I told him, I said, Willie, like, and he's 6'4". My friend Willie's 6'4".
Okay.
I said, he's bigger than you. Like, you'll think this dude is like unbelievable.
Wow.
And then he texted me back when they left, texted me some pictures, and I said, what'd you think of Billy Gunn? He said, dude, it's the biggest human I've ever seen in my life. He's like 6 foot. I don't know if he's like 6'6" or whatever he is, but he's like, imagine. Like, everybody talks about like great bodies in wrestling, like Macho Man, Hogan, Savage, like stuff like that. Nobody ever talks about Billy Gunn. Like, this dude is ripped.
Yeah.
From the guild, whether it's enhancement or not, like, good God, he's just unbelievably large.
Yeah. And he's training people, and
he's
a lifer in the business, man.
He sure is.
Yeah.
Fucking Triple H having heart issues. Road Dogg had like a heart attack. Like, goddamn, everybody in DX is fucking dropping.
Yeah. It's because they partied hard.
They sure did.
I mean, Flair has had like 7 heart attack surgeries, for God's sake.
What do you think about Ric Flair starting a new podcast? Did you hear about that?
Yeah. Boy, I feel like it's this isn't working. Let's try this.
It's ill-timed. That's for sure.
This isn't working. Let's try this. Well, let's start a podcast. That's going to be a way to save you. And it's like, I don't think so, man.
Him and Mark Madden. So I already don't like Mark Madden. So there we go. I'm not going to be listening to that.
I'm with you there. I've never understood the Mark Madden thing.
God, boy, shit.
Oof. Whoa.
Look at this. Love it. Love a follow-away slam. God, he's so athletic, dude.
He is.
Hangman.
I hate when they sometimes telegraph being knocked over the ropes by laying their arms all the way across the rope.
That wasn't great, but it's okay. Yeah. It's okay.
Just lean down a little bit and then eventually put your hands up just as he's running towards you. Then that's how you do it. Timing, man. Oh.
Empire fan says it's for charity to help kids with cancer or health problems. I can't put the website in the super chat.
Okay.
And then he also said, sorry, trying to watch and write super chats at work and not get caught.
No, don't worry, Empire fan. I just wanted a little more clarification, because obviously if we don't know what it is, we're not going to necessarily promote it. So as Aaron read it there, that's a good thing. So if anybody wants to go and donate to something like that, please feel free. I'm sure you can Google that and find the website for it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got it here.
Oh.
Okay, so it looks like it's
monster close.
It's done by Rooster Teeth, which I believe is like a group that is on Twitch and stuff like that. So yeah, you can check that out. I found it at extra-life.org. So it's legit. If it's got the .org, it's legit. So
yeah,
check them out if you want.
Any chance if Paige wins the belt tonight, goes on a little bit of a run, any chance we do see this again for the belt? Matt Jackson against Paige down the road, if they break up?
If who breaks up?
The Young Bucks.
Oh, they'll never break up, but
okay,
you probably will get a match eventually between. He's going to go after everybody. You remember how they had like that little gimmick for Frankie Kazarian where he was like the elite hunter, and he would show up, and that just kind of fizzled out. I think Hangman could be that guy. Like he just beats up all the elite members, like the Bucks and Adam Cole and all those guys.
I could see that.
Beautiful.
Oh,
that didn't look good. Oh,
that
no.
was a rough hit.
That was a rough landing, but
yikes!
You seem to be okay. Let me clarify. It looked good. It just didn't look like a good landing. So much strength, man. I think people also underrate the size of Kenny Omega.
Yeah, it's true.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. It's a damn good match, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good back and forths. He goes, I know you're resting, but you take it.
Tag.
I think we got a haircut coming for Hangman Adam Page eventually.
No way, dude. He's only 30 years old.
Maybe when he goes heel.
He's
like that Robert Roode haircut.
Maybe.
Oh, great move. Great move. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh. Look at this nonsense.
Yeah, I would say that's exactly what I would do. Just push him off the fucking rope.
Oh,
a destroyer.
I love that move, man.
I do too, but I'm glad that people have like kind of stopped using it as much because it was overdone for a long time.
Yeah.
Like when Petey Williams did it, it was like the most amazing move I'd ever seen. I was like, what the hell? And now everybody does it.
Alexa Bliss does it.
Yeah. It's a version, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's she at, by the way?
She's enjoying her life with Cabrera. She's absolutely having a nice time with her husband or her boyfriend.
It's a weird relationship to me.
I guess it works. She seems really, really happy.
Good for her.
She posts how much she loves him all the time. Although I'll say this, in the pictures, I don't know if it looks like it's weird. Like in the pictures, it doesn't look like she 100% loves him, but vocally and in the interviews, she does say that. So I don't know.
Free Cabrera.
No, I'm not saying that. But also, we've discovered Alexa is like, kind of an introvert. So it's going to be a different look.
Oh, sliced bread number 2 off the top.
Oof. No. Because, come on, Kenny. Wow.
You ever used kinesiology tape? Like, how does that work?
I have never used it.
I never knew how it worked.
I have a couple of friends who play tennis who've used it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they've used it. So, and they swear by it. So, what do I have to say about it? They're actual athletes, not me.
Oh, he stole that from Adam Cole.
Ooh.
That's the Adam Cole move.
A villainous kick to the knee. Oh, Donald Rattler says, bro, it doesn't matter what you have left to prove. I need you to keep on whooping that ass. I got my Outlaw shirt when it first came out when it first came out, period. And he said, on a side note, my mom met Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan back in the day. Both of them are giants, according to her.
Yeah, Hogan's huge.
Yeah, I've never met Hogan, so I would love to meet him one day. And of course, obviously never met Andre. I saw them live, but I never met them. Respect, Diamond. I appreciate it. At this point, I'm trying to have 3 new shirts there to sell. And I hope I can make one's going to be the GOAT with my mask over the O. Another one's going to say Outlaw 316. And in the back, it's going to say, give me my damn match. And one's going to be a One Last Ride shirt with an Outlaw Nation logo on the back that says raw, authentic, and unfiltered. That's what I'm trying to get done. But I like the idea of Outlaw shit. I'm kind of maybe taking that possibility instead. So that seems like a better situation. And I'll probably have masks there that I'll sign for people if they want to have one of those masks, because you might be able to take part in my entrance.
Oh.
So there you go. Oh. Oh. Damn, man. With 30 minutes in this thing, it feels like 5 minutes. It's insane. This is great.
I'm kind of surprised that Schmodown doesn't have like cards.
What do you mean cards?
Like trading cards.
Oh, I think we explored it. But in the end, I don't know. It's, Christian makes all the deals.
Seems like it would be low cost.
Yeah. Well, another reason why I'm going, bro, is I want more control of things. And I don't think that's possible right now.
Gotcha.
So, I want more say. I want more opportunities. I don't want to be beholden to whatever Christian decides we can do. And I'm at that stage where if the character is mine, and he's been very gracious to say that it's mine. And so I don't have to clear anything with them. But the other side of it is I want to be able to put stuff out or make stuff or do partnerships with things with it without needing to approve it by them. So.
Here comes a V trigger. No.
Oh, nice reverse. Oh, does anyone deliver? No one delivers a better knee than he does, man. With that,
Mandy Rose.
As I said, no one delivers a better knee. What the fuck is wrong with you, Mandy Rose?
No one delivers it with that much authority. Snap.
Yes.
That snap tiger suplex is not for me.
Oh,
that looks brutal. It looks brutal.
That is nasty, dude.
That's not for me. I don't want that to happen to me.
Oh, what is that? Some makeshift DDT?
A tiger driver.
Oh, that is nasty. Those moves, man. If he'd ever go, well, I guess he was in WWE for a little bit. Do you think he would have ever done moves like that? I think they let him do moves like that.
Who? Kenny Omega?
Yeah, don't they have approved moves that they can and can't do?
He was really only in Deep South, which is their developmental from way back.
Right.
I would never say he was in WWE proper.
Fair enough.
No, they would have never let him do shit like that. No way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the problem, man. Oh Lord, here we go.
They to have 4 or 5 guys to do the spear as their finish. So it's if you really think about it, isn't that stupid?
Dude, the spear is more believable than a fucking elbow. Oh god damn.
It's more believable than that fucking there. That guy had it. He had the right reaction.
Yeah.
God, the poison Rana.
Oh,
Northern Lights suplex.
Shut the fuck up. Oh. You know what is great about it's the slow drop into the shot. That's what it is.
Shades of Ricochet. Ricochet does
that.
Suplex.
He's gonna put him through the oh dude. I don't care how much you brace yourself. That shit fucking hurts, man.
Oh yeah. And 3 times?
No shit.
Amazing core strength.
No doubt.
Matt Jackson.
No doubt.
Another super chat from Empire fan says people don't like Jungle Boy. I like him. I know it was because I watch his father on Riverdale. I don't know why he looks so much like his father. He does look a lot like Luke Perry. The older that he gets, the more he does look like his dad. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. man. R.I.P.
I tried watching Riverdale. I couldn't get into it.
You're too old for it.
Yeah. I'm into Dexter though. The New Blood. I'm into that.
How dare you? Oh, yeah, he fucked that up.
Yeah, it's not good.
He didn't get the jump as high.
You don't like Dexter?
No, after the first 2 or 3 seasons, I was like,
season 4 is the best.
That last season I heard was terrible.
It's bad. But what's funny about the new Blood Dexter is the storyline is he hasn't killed anybody for 10 years, right?
Oh, okay.
And then 2 minutes into the show, he's already lining up somebody. He's gonna fucking kill that guy. So it's great.
Is his sister back? Is Jennifer Carpenter back? His former wife?
I don't want to spoil that for anybody that hasn't been caught up.
Fair.
You know what's funny? I know we're doing a wrestling podcast, but you know what's funny about Jennifer Carpenter though?
Break it down, man.
think of her like iconic roles. Like she's done like for modern, like for my wife, like she loves that movie White Chicks.
Oh
And,
yeah,
like,
White
and like
Chicks.
Jennifer Carpenter's in that. She's great.
Yeah.
And we also like The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah, that's actually a damn good movie that gets better the farther away you get from its release. It's actually a really good movie.
By the great Scott Derrickson.
Yes.
And then she's in Dexter, and it's like she's really had some iconic fucking pop culture roles, and nobody ever talks about her. I think she's amazing in Dexter, by the way.
Yeah. Even the cult, like Quarantine, is a cult horror film that people like.
Yeah,
she was the reporter in that.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Oh, damn.
I've never seen anyone just kick off at one and just start pounding the ground. That's fucking great. I love when he does that. Well, I was watching an old school Steiner versus Goldberg thing last night with Rick Steiner. I hadn't watched that one in a very, very long time. I forgot how brutal Goldberg's spears were at that age.
Oh, yeah.
They were brutal, dude. Also, I can't remember who the NWO referee is. It's been so long since
Nick Patrick.
Yeah. Was it Nick Patrick? And I don't know, with the whistle and everything. I wonder if that was Nick Patrick.
Oh, he took the tape off. Shit's getting real, dude.
That means my shoulder's not going to heal. He's like, what is this shit?
What are you doing?
Oh, yeah. What are you doing, man? We got to beat him straight up. Come on, man. What have I done?
He took off my KT tape.
He's not going to be able to heal correctly. I'm sorry.
I just don't know how it works. Like I know Cesaro wore it for a long time, and Bailey wears it, and
it's supposed to activate your
Anna Jay wears it.
It's supposed to warm and activate your muscles.
Meltzer driver.
A lot of those CrossFit athletes wear it. Oh, where did the table
come from? I like that. Where did that come from?
I'm just going to set this really nice table right here. Oh, dude. That is such a brutal.
That was awesome.
1, 2. Oh!
No, should have never happened.
Near fall. It goes, I think that was 2.
Nope.
I think that was 2. Oh, hilarious. Oh,
yeah, the buckshot lariat's awesome. That's a cool move.
Brutal.
You ever seen Hangman do the dead eye? Which is
I don't think I have.
It's like when he does like the tombstone, but it's like reverse.
Oh,
like he picks your back is on his back and your legs are around his head.
Oh,
and he does it backwards. It's wild.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's something we didn't talk about. No one's ever kicked out of the One Wing Angel, Kenny Omega's finish. Does Hangman do it tonight?
Oh, yeah, good point. It would make sense.
That would be something. What a way Kenny Omega would put Hangman over if he did that.
Yep.
That's a real friend.
It's like,
oh, is he going to do it? Is that what he's doing? Oh, no, he's doing the One Wing Angel.
Oh, great drama here, man. There's a reason there are great matches and good matches and bad matches. Great matches build to moments like this where everything is happening so quickly and everyone's exhausted. Not only the wrestlers, but people watching it too. And so they're like, oh, it's so close. And like, wow, I can't believe they're kicking out when they're so tired. So,
Empire Fan 1980 also another super chat said, I'm 30. Riverdale shouldn't be for me. I like the first season, but after that, I got done quick. I only watched the show because of the women on the show. Ooh. Yeah, that's fair. That's quite fair.
Yeah, got it.
What a match.
Oof.
Will we see the same thing tonight? Will Hangman Adam Page be victorious?
I bet a lot of people thought Young Bucks were going to win this match.
Yeah.
Wow. How long after this do they break up?
I believe the Bucks beat him for the belts, like not long
right.
after this.
Okay.
Or did FTR? I don't
Eventually.
remember. One of the two. But like I said, this is long term storytelling because like right here we're having dissension, and this is like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, good point.
If not longer. In most wrestling storylines, you're looking at the longest, like 9 months at the longest. And you're looking at like, if you're talking in WWE terms, they wrestle fucking 5 times. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But that's what I like about AEW is like you don't see a lot of rematches. You don't see a lot of stuff like that.
That's true. Once it's done, it's done.
Yeah. 450, nice.
Oh, so close.
That's so difficult to do.
That
was great.
There was no brace for that, dude. Oh.
I mean, that essentially was the last ride, so shout out to Hangman.
Well, this was it seemed like a bit anticlimactic for an ending, considering we had, like you said, the buckshot lariat.
Yeah.
So that should have been the ending.
Here we go. Like, are they still homies? Like, what's the deal?
Cody's watching the back going, oh, thank God.
Damn it.
What's he doing? Holding it. There you go.
Rick Knox doesn't know. He's a walking zombie. He doesn't know what he's doing. So the Bucks are going to Omega, like trying to shake hands and like, hey man, good job. No hard feelings.
Yeah. He's like, no, don't apologize to me. Apologize to him. I like that. Omega's like, tell him, no. It's not me you got to apologize to. Apologize to him.
It's good storytelling.
Yeah.
I got shaking hands.
Oh, see, but he's being making fun of him. He's like laying out he's like,
come on, man, we're friends. Hangman says, nah, fuck y'all.
You still be laying out the red carpet for me, motherfucker. Oh, there it is.
So yeah, we're good. Thanks.
Uh-oh. I feel like something's going to happen here, man.
No, let's go.
Shivani done a good job.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Shivani was always good at that shit, man. He wasn't the reason they kind of on the commentary trip fucked up the Hogan turn. That was Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, Bobby really blew it.
Yep.
There you go, guys. We're gonna see the hopeful resolution of this story tonight. Hangman wanting a beer, calling for a beer. Get him a beer.
Get him a beer. All right, there we go. Good stuff, man.
There it is, man.
I love it. Love it. A lot of stuff. Let's see. We got one last super chat that came in. Oh, Justin Toner said, oh, sorry about that. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Uh-oh. I lost Aaron. Let me text him. What happened there? Weird. Hopefully he comes back in here. As he was saying, Empire fan, we had that one up. Justin Toner says, what are some of your best tag team matches ever? What happened there?
I hit the wrong tab.
Oh, okay.
The wrong tab. Sorry.
I was like, shit, did I kick him out? All right. Justin Toner wants to know real quick, what are some of your best tag team matches ever? Jesus, Justin.
Give me any Rock and Roll and Midnight Express, any
Sure.
one of them, I'll take
Sure.
it. Steiner's versus the Road Warriors, I'll take it. I'll take anyone you got. Hart Foundation versus the British Bulldogs, WrestleMania, of course.
Right.
Just yeah. I mean, I'm not like a tag team aficionado, but like what? Like I've really tried to do some homework on it. So that's when I found Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express. Like I just love the Rock and Roll Express, man. Like I wish, like at WrestleMania a few years ago, I had a chance to meet him, and I wish I would have. But
yeah,
they're not dead or anything. But like, just what they did was amazing back in the day.
Well, I mean, the matches with at WrestleMania, which we did a watch along way back when we were doing watch alongs for the show, Christian and Edge versus Dudley's versus the Hardy Boys.
Those are great.
Those are all great matches. I love the DIY versus the Revival match at NXT. Takeover from Toronto. That was a fucking awesome match as well. And who are the Mustache guys? Remember the Mustache? Those
Mustache
guys?
Mountain.
Yeah, Mustache. Like their match with Undisputed Era was fucking incredible. The emotion in that match was stellar, absolutely stellar. And I'd probably say the Wyatt family versus the Shield. Remember the Elimination Chamber match?
Yeah.
That was a good fucking match. Yeah, those are some of the ones that I really enjoyed for sure over the years. That's what you get for $2, Justin.
Empire fan threw another one in there.
It says, is there any WWE star that could join AEW and start a war? Like, for example, Brock, Cena, Roman. Start a war? What do you mean a war? Like the invasion angle, maybe?
The only person I could see doing that is Roman, and they'll never get him. So
yeah, no, they'll never get him.
Brock wouldn't do it. They could get Brock because Brock's a hired gun. You know, like if you wanted to, but even then I don't, because Brock Lesnar, like I don't know,
big enough.
Know how many runs we've got with Brock Lesnar left.
Yeah.
Cena, he'd never do it. Just like they never get Rock or Austin in AEW, they'd never do it.
Right.
But I think the best chance they had was Punk and Danielson, and that we haven't seen that play out yet. So
yeah, not yet.
We'll just see how that goes.
Yeah, agreed. All right, let me see if there's any more Streamlabs. Yeah, Diamond Rattler said first 2 Schmodown shirts, the Outlaw black and white shirt and Makuga's yellow Wildman shirt. I don't know why I loved when you joined up with Finstock. Yeah. We've had fun. This year has been real fun. Last year was a bit of wonkiness because there was way too many egos in the Finstock exchange last year, and I think you know which ego I'm talking about that was messing up everything because it had to be all about that person. And this year, not having that person has freed us up in the exchange. And look at us now making some real noise in the tag team tournament and in the singles tournament. King Arthur won, so you know JT and I stepped aside to let Khan and Griffin Newman do their thing, and damn if they didn't reward us by getting us into the title shot. So they're going to be at Spectacular. We'll see what happens in the singles. So Finstock, this has been so much fun to hang out. Two legends like me and him and JT, and they've been great knowing that I'm going to retire. So it's been an awesome Finstock exchange this year. So everything that Christian told me would be with Finstock, it has been this year. Last year, not so much. This year, definitely, though. All right, that's it. Let's get the hell out of here. Aaron's sick of hearing me talk about the Outlaw and Schmodown stuff. Appreciate you all definitely coming in and hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out with us through the watch along. We appreciate all the Streamlabs and Super Chats. Aaron, another fun show, brother, man. Where can they find you and everything you got going on?
Find me on Twitter at @OnlyAaronTurner. I'm going to try to watch along with the pay-per-view tonight. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I can't really promise you that, but definitely like the early going, I will live tweet.
There you go.
Going on, so. All
right, there you go. That's it. AEW Full Gear tonight. Hope you're watching it. Get a chance to watch it wherever you're at, or go to a theater and enjoy it as well. Maybe some of you didn't know that was happening, like me. and you can go get a ticket and watch it for sure. You can follow me at The Rocha Says on Twitter and on Instagram. Please remember to subscribe to the channel down below, man. We crossed 19,100 subscribers. So great. We're 900 subscribers away from getting to 20,000, that magical 20,000 where sponsorships and stuff like that can happen. So please go and subscribe to the channel down below and hit that bell button so you see when we're dropping all the content we got going on here. So much happening. Don't forget, in about an hour, the Ultimate Schmodown After Show is coming on live. They got Paige Fabretti and my brother Nerd Chronic, who has stepped away from the Schmodown. They've got him to talk about why he made this decision and what motivated him to do all that. So that is happening as well today. All right, be well. You can follow me at The Rocha Says on Twitter and on Instagram and on Twitch, The Outlaw Nation. Y'all be well. Take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you next time with another brand new live episode here of Strong Style. Peace.